Thank you so much, Sir Bilal, for your precious time over here. So basically, we will ask some couple of questions about your company. So I will go with my first question. How do you define your good leadership?
So, a good leadership is one who can translate that vision from up to board. That's the vision. So, for example, I can quote you example like when we had our own Independence Day, okay, and the Qaid-e-Azam had a vision in his mind that the Muslim Ummah should be separated and had his own identity and a place to live, right? And he transformed and translate that vision from top till bottom to the citizens in order to have that passion and have that courage to in order to succeed that. So that's what the vision is. That's what the leadership is about.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bilal. So we do have what are the qualities that you think are more important to be a leader?
For a leader, one of the most, I would say, the strong quality should be adaptability. He should know how to adapt to the situation. He should know how to encourage their fellow members and translate that motivation which he's looking for. So adaptability is one of the best quality a leader can have.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bilal. My name is Ahsan Khan, and I would like to ask you: can you give any example that you have faced in your, whole experience, any difficult decision that you had to make being a leader? For example, we can say there are two employees who are working with the same potential and who both are working very hard, and you have the vacancy for the promotion, but you only have that one vacancy, and you are you're kind of confused which would be most preferable for that promotion. So any that kind of example that you had to make any difficult decision in your life being a leader.
Well, that's a very good question about difficulty. So as per your scenario, which you said that two people who are equally possess the same quality, the same skill set, and you have to provide them a promotion, right? Look, if you're just focusing on skill set, on the experiences, there are a lot of people you're gonna see, okay? But the one thing which you cannot teach someone is the discipline and attitude, right? So if you guys, for example, are going to go ahead in any field of work you choose, they're not gonna see that how much experience you are or how much skill set you have. The one thing they're gonna notice is how disciplined you are, what sort of attitude you have. So the human attribute is very important. If a guy possesses that, he has that humanity inside, he has that sanity inside, he definitely has to become that. So yeah, sometimes it becomes very difficult to ignore someone and choose someone who has those kind of attribution. For me, obviously you have to work, you have to encourage. It's a very difficult part to part away. So that's what.
Thank you for that. Myself, and I would like to ask you a question about how do you motivate your team as a leader when they are facing challenges or kind of downfall?
So as a human, we have two different lives. Right now, you guys are students, you guys are studying in the university. When you'll come into your practical life, you're gonna notice there's a personal life and professional life, right? No matter how much you separate both of these aspects of your life, at some extent, they are connected to each other.
Yes.
So you cannot part away yourself, like your personality shows in your personal life as well as in your professional life, right? So to let our people know that how important that is to keep that emotion inside you and to encourage them that why they are here basically, okay? And once they get that message, the motivation comes in very naturally. See, okay? So you have to align that vision of the company and give a clear message to that person who feels like he doesn't deserve, or feels like he cannot accomplish something, he feels like he's stuck and he cannot move forward. Just to let them know that's okay, that's normal. We all are human, we all face that discouragement, that demotivation. At the end, the one string which you hold is called hope. So you never leave that, and it gives you feet, it gives you support to stand and do and make wonders.
Very
Thank
nice.
you so much.
Wonderful. Very
Thank
nice.
you so much.
Wonderful answer. So basically, my next question is, how do you manage the conflict between your team members? What kind of strategy do you use?
So in confliction management, it's very important to investigate first of all. And for example, if two people have confliction in between and they're sitting in a team, obviously they're going to influence a very bad kind of atmosphere among the team members. The best resolution is to gather those two people, talk to them.
Now we're sitting in a Touchstone right now. So what are the main vision and what are the missions and strategies that this organization is taking to be to lead the telecommunication organization?
So our vision is very clear. We want to transform and enable the youth. The youth is the one who's going forward, who's going to make wonders, right? So we provide a world-class services to our clients internationally, and we have a well-known clientage residing in US, UK, England, who we provide services to. We have inbound and outbound projects we run in. Are you guys familiar with outbound and inbound?
Yes.
Exactly. We have
Yeah. So that's what we are.
So, Mr. Bilal, I would like to ask you, what do you think, what role does communication plays in leadership as well, or you can say in between the leader and the tier one employee, that is, those are called agents and who are doing the sales. The communication between you and those tier one agents, and also between the leadership, managers and the supervisors and the team leaders. What does the communication plays? What role that exactly the communication plays?
It's a very vital role. Without communication, you cannot develop understanding. So communication is very important. If you lack in that, that means you're lacking in that process. You're lacking in that understanding. You're lacking in that message which you're trying to convey to the other party. So communication is a very vital role to play.
So my next question is, what advice would you give to your to someone who wants to become a good leader or a better leader?
Well, my advice is to be a human. Don't try to handle situation by becoming feelingless, emotionless, being blunt, because that creates resentment. If a person has worked with you and your attitude, your love and care is genuine to that person is going to remember you whether they are in their organization or whether they leave that organization. So being a human and try to bring fact, logic is very important.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. So basically, this is gonna be like a personal question. So, what kind of achievements do you have with your team in previous organization as well in this organizations?
Achievement in terms of what?
Achievement like so you prefer that you have a good team. So you prefer them as a good team members. So how do you lead them and how do you achieve these your goals and ambitions?
So team is like a personal life, you know. There are ups and there are downs. You're not gonna find any perfect team in the world. So it's same kind of a natural process you have to go through. So if someone is bragging my team is the best team in the world, sure, as a motivation, as putting a positive enforcement, Sure, that works. It's a psychological thing, but there's nothing like a perfect team, right? So whenever you are in a team, the best way is to eat with them, to dine with them, to talk with them, to help them if they're finding any kind of an issue. This builds up a very strong relationship among the team members.
Thank you so much. So maybe it might be a personal question again. So like, what motivation or inspired you to be a part of this organization, and how your journey begins?
Okay, so this whole thing happened accidentally actually. So I was raised and born in Dubai, and I studied till 7th grade. In 2002, I came to Pakistan, and when I came to Pakistan, as a kid, I was very decent, very quiet, very well mannered, and my cousins who were living in Pakistan, they were very chaotic. So I was bullied a lot, and I had a very hard time, and that thing taught me how to adapt to the situation, right? So throughout the day, I just lost the question.
Yeah, like how your journey begins, and like which thing inspire you.
So one day I was sitting with my friends, and my friends and family members, they knew that I had this skill of speaking in English, TK, and they recommended me. And they recommended me that, hey, do you know, like, there is a profession, a call center profession where you can join, and you can start like then you can think whether you want to carry that on or not. And I'm a people person, and when I started talking with the customer, and I had that sense of accomplishment that I'm helping someone. So this is very important for anyone who want to choose what sort of profession they're going to go in. It's very necessary that there should be a connection in between that person and that job, what that person is going to do. So for me, I'm a people person, and when I started doing this job, I get more motivated and inspired, surrounded by the people and the great leadership I've worked with, that kept me in this career for a while. So it's been like 12 years now.
Very nice. Good to know.